This is a mystery box built for our friend Candace. Candace reads very widely, very diversely, is always looking to understand different cultures and learn more about marginalized folks. This mystery box, she requested fiction, whether historical or current, about women or queer people from other cultures, and she particularly would like one set in Appalachia. So here's some of the books that I have picked out for her. This one, Pelican Girls, Julia Mayle. This is Paris, 1720, the never-before-told story of the Baleen Brides, a ship full of young women plucked from a Paris asylum and sent to marry settlers in North America's rough Louisiana territory. I loved One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia. This is, it has won all kinds of stuff. It's a little bit of an older children's book, but it is about a summer where a group of sisters go to visit their kind of estranged mother, and it's the Black Panther era in Oakland, California. And it taught me so much about the Black Panthers and made me realize how much of what I thought I knew about the Black Panthers was political propaganda. So if you haven't heard that already in your life, if you haven't learned that the Black Panthers were really more about community care, feeding children, teaching poor, underprivileged children who didn't have other resources in their lives, if you thought that they were like a militant terrorist group, you need to read this and unlearn what the CIA has told you. I know this makes me sound like a nut job, but like legitimately, it is very messed up, the understanding that a lot of us gained or didn't gain in our history classes. This one is billed for fans of Our Flag Means Death, The Ballad of Jacquette de la Haye by Brian E. Cameron. An epic, dazzling tale based on true events takes place in the 1600s, and it is a woman of color's rise to power as one of the few purported female pirate captains to sail the Caribbean, and the forbidden love story that shaped the course of history. These next two books were books that I picked out for her. I thought they were going to be great options. The Lion Woman of Tehran, which is 1950s Iran and before the Cultural Revolution, and one of my personal favorites, A Piece of the World by Christina Baker Klein. This is the true story of Christina from the portrait Christina's World by Andrew Wyeth. Both of these, I thought, oh, these are going to be great for Candace. I have a giant spreadsheet listing, if you've bought a mystery box from me, I have a spreadsheet of what I sent to you. And then Candace also links me to her reading profiles so I can double check. And I have sent both of these to Candace already. So I really like that I have the ability to double check. So hopefully if you've ordered with me before, I do have some place that I can cross-reference and not send you the same book multiple times. But that does make me feel like, hey, yeah. These were good fits for her. I liked them so much for you, Candace, that I picked them twice. Okay, and now for Appalachia. Strange Folk by Ali Dyer is Appalachian folk magic. Girl returns home after being gone for a long time. Its debut, I haven't really heard anything about it, but it fits our Appalachia profile. And then this, In the Wild Light by Jeff Zentner. What to say about this book? I went into this book, I don't know why, but with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. It takes place in Appalachia, modern day. It's a young man and his best friend who is a genius young woman. She has found a new strain of mold in their holler, and she finds a way. She ends up getting accepted to this prestigious boarding school, and she's like, yes, I want to get out of Appalachia, I want to live in the bigger world, but I'm not leaving my best friend behind. So she takes him with her and goes to this boarding school. This book, I thought that the female character was going to be like a manic pixie dream girl. She totally wasn't. This book goes into a lot of poetry. I thought the poetry was going to be like a disjointed little side story. It wasn't. This is narrated by a young man, so I didn't quite fit Candace's rule that she wanted women or queer people, but think of this kind of as Demon Copperhead for the YA set, except that where Demon Copperhead is just the crushing toll of poverty throughout your entire life and trying to escape. In this book, they do, relatively early in the story, escape from where they had come from. And then it's the how to reconcile the people that you still love in this space when you know that that space is not what will help you live your biggest life and your most important life. And how do you deal with that? I loved this book. Let me read you a quote. My heart howls. I don't know how to live under the sun of a God whose harvest is everyone I love. Okay, lastly, but not leastly, Candace is in the process of moving here to Lincoln, Nebraska. I am so thrilled for her. I got to meet her for the first time. Like, I've been friends with her on Book Talk for several years. She lives in Texas currently, and she came up last summer. She and her partner are, they both work from home, and so they were like, we're kind of sick of Texas. Yeah, we get it. So they came up and checked out Nebraska, and they were like, this place seems really cool. So they're on their way up here this summer. So I have to give Candace a copy of My Antonia by Willa Cather, our Nebraska writer laureate, hard scrabble folk, just trying to survive in Nebraska in the olden days. And I personally, I'm an adoptive Nebraskan. My family was military. I grew up everywhere, and I came home to Nebraska. Willa Cather is actually the same way. She was born in Virginia, moved to Nebraska when she was relatively young, but she writes with such love for this state and for our landscape and our people that it makes me feel so seen, and it makes me feel like, yes, Willa, you understand. Like, you chose this place and you find its beauty, and same. If you liked the sound of this, hi, my name is Tori. I own Sower Books in Lincoln, Nebraska, and my personal favorite thing to do is picking out mystery boxes full of books for you based on the information you give me about your likes, dislikes. You know, you never want to read a World War II book again. I totally get it. I hear ya. You can order them at the link in my bio, and I do ship across the states. Candace, Nebraska says hi. We can't wait to have you here with us.